Chicago Bulls. At power forward, 6 feet 10 inches, number 17, Onyeka Okongwu. The other forward position, at 6 foot 6 inches, number 9, Ausar Thompson. Manning the middle, standing 6'11", number 12.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the... All right, Grant, a matchup of the elites tonight. Two titans clashing in this one.
Oh, my, B.A. I mean, there's no shortage of stars on either side of the ball. These tend to be statement games, sending a message by imposing their will.
Now let's take a look at the Kings' opening lineup. Ivica Zubac's out there with Evan Mobley. Then it's Maxey. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Levine in at the 2-guard. Clock at 6. Edwards, that's good.
Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
Edwards against Levine. Lets it go from 14. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Here's Edwards. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Edwards got 5 points.
Man, Edwards gets great lift off the floor when shooting that jumper.
Outside Maxey. Puts up a 3. Again, Maxey missing.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Suggs finds Okongwu. Pass to Suggs. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Yeah, staying committed inside. Suggs takes the contact but gets it to go.
Here's Maxey. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Jalen Suggs. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant. Here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Now here's Suggs. Playing Washington, he was nearly unstoppable. Edwards against Levine. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Instead, while Edwards has pushed back, it hasn't stopped others from comparing him to his airness, Michael Jordan.
And that talk is more about how his game reminds one of MJ and less about greatness. Edwards' career is just getting started.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, B.A. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft, Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are seeing him trying to compete for titles.
Mobley with the block.
Yeah, nice timing on the rejection. Mobley showing you how incredible defensively he can be.
Edwards against Levine. Edwards, a pass to Turner. Misses the baby hook. The Kings have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, he voiced how crucial it is to make sure that his defense doesn't allow him any breathing room. He told me, quote, Maxey can get hot in a hurry, so we can't afford to give him open looks. And with his speed, we definitely want to limit his opportunities in the open court. We'll see if the defense can slow his pace, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And it's Maxey missing.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Pass to Okongwu. to Suggs. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And I like the shot selection. Suggs recognizes when to look to score inside.
Suggs against Maxey. Outside Levine. Mobley on a screen. Floats one. Okongwu with the rebound. Chicago leading by 5. Here's Suggs. And rebounded by Zach LaVine. The Kings have gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. To the wing on the left. Maxey with a screen on Edwards. LaVine against Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Maxey. And another miss by Sacramento.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite them.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, BA.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. You take a look at the Kings. What a season thus far for them. Second place in the conference.
Right now, for Sacramento, I think they're the team you dread having to play. I mean, they've been performing at just about their best in every game so far this season.
Well, if you're able to strike fear into your opponent before even stepping on the floor, you're doing something right.
Here's LaVine. Chicago making their last shot. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Suggs, the pass to Turner. Edwards looking for an opening. Suggs against Maxey. Suggs with the bucket. Suggs has got 6.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Kings trail by 7. Maxey passes to Zubac. Back to Maxey. Inside. And Zubac with the basket on the assist from Maxey. Zubac has got his second basket of the game. Outside Edwards. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
They have no answer defensively inside.
For Sacramento, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. To the inside. Oh, stolen by Turner. Suggs with it. Now guarded by Mobley. Thompson passes to Okongwu. Good D by Mobley.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Outside, Alexander Walker. LaVine finds Zubac. And here's LaVine. The three-pointer off the mark. Will stand for the Bulls. The DeRozan, LaVine, Vucevic era didn't lead to the playoff success they'd hoped for.
No, Brian, 2 losses in the play-in tournament and just 1 playoff appearance, which resulted in a quick first-round exit. Changes were definitely necessary.
Now here's Edwards. 9 points in the game. Off target on the 15-footer. And the details starting to trickle in. But for the whole story, let's go to Shams Charania, who's joining us remotely. Shams, what you got?
Hey, Brian. With the time winding down before the trade deadline, it's the Chicago Bulls making the noise. They make a big-time move, getting Klay Thompson. Their front office prioritized shooting and championship experience. Klay Thompson brings you both. And sources tell me Thompson cannot wait to get going with his new team.
Well done. Appreciate the report, Shams. Thanks.
Well done on the glass. Gets himself in position where he can use his size.
Mobley outside. Here's Alexander Walker. On target from range.
And a nice find by Mobley. Keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Suggs, the pass to Okongwu. Turner with it. Out to Thompson. Back to Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Well, you've got to like the instincts there from Thompson to find his teammate off the pick and roll.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Sacramento Kings. 6-point game. A big group substitution here for Chicago. Mark Williams, he's checked in for Turner. Isaac comes in for Okongwu. Whitmore's checked in for Thompson. And it's Klay Thompson in for Edwards. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Sacramento. Poole comes in for Alexander Walker. Now here's Poole. A go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game. For three, Maxey. It's hauled in by Isaac.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Thompson passes to Williams. And Nurkic comes to help. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Isaac, the pass to Suggs. 4-3. Rebound by Sacramento.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And that one's good. Poole.
When Poole gets this close, he knows to go for it. He's not going to waste the chance at all.
Pass to Whitmore. High arcing shot. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bulls.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
Poole from long range. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
No waiting around from Poole. He got rid of it quickly.
Suggs against Maxey. Suggs, the pass to Thompson. Now here's Williams. Not a lot of room. 6 on the shot clock. A shot from the mid-range. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Suggs has got 8.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Nurkic finds Levine. Off the mark there with a 3.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Suggs.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
To the paint. Here's Thompson. And it's Poole with a rebound.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Sinks it from distance. Give him 8.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Suggs against Maxey. Williams a screen on Maxey. Suggs, the pass to Williams. Well, Grant, we're near the middle point of the year now. At what point do coaches start looking at limiting the minutes of their stars?
You know, each game is really the determining factor for how that plays out. So, when possible, keep your stars in there for close games and get them some rest when the outcome isn't in question.
Okongwu's checked in for Chicago. Hart comes in for Suggs. And a new group getting ready for the Kings. Zubac, he's checked in for Nurkic. Jovic comes in for Mobley. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Levine. And Simon is subbed in for Tyrese Maxey. Now here's Whitmore. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. Hart from long range. Rebound by Sacramento. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Down low. Here's Jovic. Chicago with a rebound. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Hart. And he banks in the layup.
We highlight Thompson's scoring often, but right there, just a great read to get it to the open teammate.
Simons passes to Zubac. Pass to Porter. Here's Jovic, guarded by Okongwu. Back to Porter. Play clock here. The Kings need to get one up. Zubac's shot is off. Chicago leading by 7. And here's Thompson for 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Simons outside. And there's a pick. Looking to win the run. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Bulls. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
Josh Hart is out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Onyeka Okongwu. Then there's Mark Williams. And it's Whitmore in at the 3. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Tries to save it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Okongwu. Here's Poole. And coach, with Okongwu adding a 3 to his game, it's hard to keep him off the floor now.
It is, Brian, and he can do a lot for a team when he plays. He can now spread out the floor. He can guard multiple. Wow!
Defensive foul.
Sticking with it. Simons using all of his strength on that one.
Coach, you talk about guys who are always upping their game. How about Anthony Simons?
Well, Brian, I feel like he's one of the truly under-the-radar scorers in this league. He's put in a lot of time and work, never satisfied with himself or his game, and he just keeps getting better.
Pass to Zubac. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Back to Porter. Simons with it. Shot clock at 6. Fires for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Simons has got 6.
Well, you see that quick release, and Simons right on the money.
Outside Hart. Picked up by Okongwu. Hart passes to Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
The sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high-percentage buckets.
Zubac with a screen on Hart. Simons passes to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Pass to Williams. Outside Hart. Okongwu, a screen on Simons. Here's Hart, driving in. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Hart's got his second basket.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the bench.
Timeout call. Sacramento coming into this having notched a win against Boston in their last game.
Yeah, they were able to execute offensively in a hostile environment, which led to a lot of high-percentage shots.
Well, and it's one thing to get the shots you want. It's another to make them. They've got good scorers on this team.
So the Kings making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. Pass to Zubac. Zubac with a screen on Thompson. Poole shot is off.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Up top, Whitmore. Covered by Alexander Walker. Hart passes to Williams. Puts one up from 19. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Poole. Poole work in the interior.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for Chicago. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one. And they'll be right in the middle of a 5-game homestand. And here's Thompson for 3. Alexander Walker grabs the board. Kings trail by 8. Simons finds Poole. And here's Alexander Walker. Whitmore defending. Knocks down the triple. Simons has got 9 points.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Hart. Fires from deep. And it's Poole with a rebound. Sacramento has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. On the wing, Alexander Walker. And it's out of bounds to Sacramento. And while we have a moment, a look at the league leaders in fast break points over the last 10 games. Number 1, the Bulls. The Kings in 5th.
Get ready. These are two teams who have been flying down the court of late. Should be fun to watch.
And the Bulls making a change here. Isaac's checked in. Zach LaVine, he's checked in for Sacramento. Pass to Alexander Walker. Over Whitmore. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Bulls leading by 5. Now here's Isaac. He's guarded by Porter. Poole against Hart. Here's Isaac. Offensive rebound. Williams with the screen. Here's Hart. Cashes in the 12-footer. Hart's got 4 points in the quarter. Here's LaVine. A 23-point game for him in the win against Boston. Outside Porter. There's the triple. Gets the 3 ball to go. Porter's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Back-to-back threes. Making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Some changes for Chicago. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Edwards in for Thompson. The Kings also with a sub. Maxey's checked in. Isaac with a screen on LaVine. And here's Edwards outside. Edwards making it look so easy from deep.
Well, we've seen this movie before. Edwards is rolling, and his energy right now is infectious.
Porter looks it over. Back to Maxey. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on the team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Here's Isaac. It's deflected.
The size of Porter can speak up on you. He's a surprising 6'10".
Goes back up. Isaac's shot is off. Kings trail by 5. Pass to Zubac. Here's LaVine. And here's Porter. 6 to shoot. Outside Maxey. From behind the arc. Chicago with a rebound. Isaac's got 4 rebounds in the game. Now here's Whitmore. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Maxey against Hart. Outside LaVine. Pass to Porter. Maxey surveys. Zubac screen. 20 feet out. And he drops that one in. Maxey's got 4 points in the quarter.
And capable of sticking it from the mid-range. I like seeing Maxey go to work from this area.
Edwards can't hit. Kings trail by 5. Porter the pass to Maxey. Now Zubac. Turner covers. Porter a screen. Here's Alexander Walker. Misses the 3. Chicago has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. And then Turner with the dunk.
Okay, Miles. Getting aggressive and jamming it in.
And Maxey's got the ball here for Sacramento. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Chicago.
These teams were similar last year, both in how they treated this head-to-head matchup and where they finished in the standings.
Well, in terms of where they sit in the league, these teams are both in the middle of the pack, but both are looking to take the next step.
Some changes for Chicago. Okongwu's checked in for Isaac. Thompson comes in for Whitmore. And it's Jalen Suggs in for Hart. And the Kings also making a change. Nurkic is checked in for Zubats. They grab their own miss. Here's Suggs. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And you have to appreciate the heart they've shown on the offensive boards this quarter.
Levine passes to Maxey. Levine against Edwards. Now here's Maxey. He's guarded closely. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Porter pulls it in. Kings trail by 7. Alexander Walker, the pass to Levine. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, in the paint, Nurkic can be a monster. He's got all the physical gifts he needs to dominate.
Pass to Okongwu. Unloads. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. He'll go on Michael Porter.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Chicago shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. And some changes here for the Kings. Zubats comes in for Nurkic. And Evan Mobley subbed in for Porter Jr. Well, the Kings shooting around 60% in the second. An excellent number. Outside, Alexander Walker. 3-pointer, no good. Chicago leading by 6. Here's Thompson. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Maxey against Suggs. Pass to Levine. Now Alexander Walker.
2 minutes remaining in the first
Zubats
half.
screen.
2 minutes.
Outside, Alexander Walker. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot. Flying high, Ausar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
And, Coach, how about the Thompson twins making their impact felt in the 2023 draft?
Yeah, Brian, we've seen twins in the NBA before, albeit not very often. But these two made history that draft day, becoming the first pair of twins to be selected in the top 5 of the same draft.
Here's Edwards. That's short off the rim.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
And stolen by Edwards. And they're on the run. Throws it up high. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Playing above the rim. This kid, Ausar Thompson, can fly.
Outside Maxey. Down low. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Assisted by.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it. Pass to Okongwu. Outside Edwards. From deep. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Maxey. They set the screen. Let's go with a 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Okongwu's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Turner passes to Suggs. Shot clock at 5. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
The three ball doesn't go for him. And so it's Chicago in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. Boy, they've been playing at a fast pace, beating the defense in transition and adding to that big lead. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Hello, everybody.
Look, any team would be thrilled to get Lillard. The big-time shot making, the leadership, he just adds so much.
And let's move on now to that first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Sacramento Kings.
I get trying.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Hey, we didn't expect this. Not normally a big-time assist maker. He's done a great job moving the ball around.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised, but he's been focused on passing the ball. You gotta give him credit.
Kings trail by 13. Taking a look at the Kings. Evan Mobley out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Maxey. And it's LaVine in at the 2. Mobley passes to LaVine. Just 5 on the clock. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. All right, Stan, as you look around the league, who stands out as the best perimeter defender right now?
There's so many good ones. OG Anunoby might be the most versatile. Drew Holiday, Derek White, KCP. Don't forget about guys like Aaron Gordon and Herb Jones, also outstanding.
That free throw good from LaVine.
Well, one thing with LaVine, you love the way he can attack at all three levels on the floor.
Both free throws good from LaVine. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for Chicago. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Suggs. The three. They get it back. Okongwu up top. Inside. Here's Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
Maxey passes to Zubac. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. And Mobley throws it down.
You talk about a catch radius. I don't think you could miss Mobley with that pass if you tried.
Thompson outside. On the wing, Suggs. Maxey covering. Nice shot by Turner.
They're finding ways to get the ball to the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Kings trail by 13. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And it's Maxey missing.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
To the paint. Here's Okongwu. Rebound by Sacramento. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks at Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. That'll be the back end of a 3-game road. Edwards, a pass to Suggs. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Back to Edwards. Inside, Edwards lays it in.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Pass to Mobley. Maxey with it. He's covered by Suggs. Zubac with a screen on Suggs. Maxey attacking. Now Zubac shoots over Turner. Second shot opportunity. And Zubac finishes inside. Zubac has got 8 points.
Well, his rebounding is such a boost for this team, especially when it comes on the offensive end.
LaVine against Edwards. Okongwu, a screen on LaVine. Edwards, a pass to Okongwu. Turner with it. Thompson outside. Outside Edwards. Tries again. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now. On the wing, Alexander Walker. LaVine feeling it out a bit. To the inside, Mobley. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Suggs outside. Driving inside. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Looking at the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that have been consistently dominant on the offensive end of the floor over the last month. 2nd, Chicago. 4th, Sacramento.
And lately, both teams have been shooting the lights out. You know, each is hoping that this trend continues moving forward.
Outside LaVine. Mobley on a screen. LaVine passes to Mobley. Okongwu with the rebound.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding.
Oh, okay!
Oh, my gosh. Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Kings trail by 17. Outside, Alexander Walker. Back to Maxey from outside the arc. Rebound by the Bulls. Okongwu's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. To the paint. And then Turner with the dunk.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
To the middle. Here's Mobley. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Onyeka Okongwu. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bulls.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
Yeah, they've also worked at pounding the ball inside. It gave them high percentage looks all game, and it's paid off.
Here's Alexander Walker. They get the rebound. Down low. And Mobley throws it down.
Easy does it. Mobley is such a fluid athlete for his size.
Pass to Okongwu. Thompson outside. Suggs against Maxey. From 11 feet away, Suggs with the bucket. Suggs has got 17.
And when you look at Suggs' numbers, here's a guy who has really improved his shooting.
And Nickeil Alexander-Walker has built a role around defense and activity, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, he's started to understand that not everyone can be that superstar scorer, and he's carved out a role around hustle, but still capable of knocking down shots within the flow of the offense.
Zubac passes to Mobley. Now LaVine. Pass to Maxey. From deep three-point land. Chicago grabs the miss. Okongwu's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Inside. And he packs it down right on top of Evan Mobley.
Well, defensively, all eyes are on Edwards, and that creates opportunities for others.
Maxey passes to Alexander Walker. Turner against Zubac. Pass to Mobley. Oh, deflected and stolen by Edwards. Here's Thompson, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
Well, you can't be careless when Edwards is roaming nearby because he can and will pick your pocket, which leads to points in transition.
Maxey passes to Alexander Walker. To the inside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Onyeka Okongwu.
Yeah, when you're facing Mobley, you cannot let him get that ball down low.
Evan Mobley taking 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And growing up in California, Stan, when did you first fall in love with the game of basketball?
Well, Brian, my dad coached for a long time, and I just remember going to his practices and going to his games. I can't remember a time where I didn't love the game.
Jordan Poole, he's checked in for Alexander Walker.
Yeah, Mobley better get used to getting to the line, especially with this style of play.
Thompson outside. Drains the triple. Thompson's got 8.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Here's Levine for 3. Chicago with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
We hear players proclaiming their love for the game, but former sharpshooter J.J. Redick said there's a distinction between loving the competition itself and loving the game and everything that goes into that. Guys say, I just want to play. Well, do you want to do all of the necessary things that lead up to that? Hey, Brian, 15 NBA seasons for Redick. He'd know.
He certainly would. Thanks, Allie. Suggs against Maxey. Poole outside. Takes a 3. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And this is Poole at his very best, scoring at an unrelenting pace.
Pass to Turner. Isaac against Mobley. Isaac outside. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And one of the findings in a recent league report, Stan, back-to-backs, not a major risk for injury, it seems.
Well, you know, Brian, I had a player that I greatly respected tell me that his preference would be to play 41 back-to-backs during the year because then you get 2 days off in between games. That really what was harder was playing every other day and never getting a break of a couple of days. So, look, you have to play through a lot of different situations and things, but I think back-to-backs are certainly overestimated.
Interesting. Something to consider for sure. Williams is checked in for Chicago. Both free throws good from Isaac.
You know, Isaac had some injury struggles in his career, but he hasn't let that deter him. He still plays with a lot of intensity and gives this game his all.
Here's Zubac. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now here's Whitmore. He's covered by Levine. And it's Whitmore missing. And it's Levine with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. To the paint. And Zubac with the basket on the assist by Levine. Zubac has got 10.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
And here's Thompson for 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And he's going for the lob, and Mobley throws it down.
A sign of things to come. You gotta love seeing Mobley dominate like this.
Now Suggs. 17 points in the game. To the middle. Here's Isaac. And the dunk by Isaac.
The B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Zubac finds Poole. And stolen by Suggs. Pass to Thompson. Over Poole. Mobley grabs the board. Kings trail by 20.
Hey, yo, right here.
Outside Maxey. Down low. The kick out to Poole. Here's the three. Chicago grabs the miss. Isaac's got his 5th rebound in this one. Suggs outside. Outside Whitmore. Pass to Williams. Isaac outside. 5 on the clock. And here's Thompson for 3. Here's Williams. Rebound by Sacramento. 51 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. It's Poole on the wing. Defended by Thompson. Williams against Zubac. Outside Levine. From downtown. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Isaac's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Thompson. Outside Whitmore. Inside. Here's Suggs. Soft touch off the glass. Suggs has got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Outside Maxey. Over Suggs. Maxey, that's good. Maxey's got 13. And so it's Chicago, ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with a... Head coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up along...
Exert yourself by being disciplined and focused on the right stuff. All right, good job. Go.
Good words of praise from Billy Donovan, asking his team to stay locked in, make good choices.
Yeah, and when all 5 of these guys are on the same page, great things tend to happen. We'll see.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Klay Thompson is out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Mark Williams. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Whitmore in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Outside Levine. Fires the 3. Buries it from 3.
And a quiet first half from distance. Didn't even try a 3. But now he's 1 for 2 from deep in the second half.
To the middle. Here's Thompson. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
As his career has developed, Klay has added this to his arsenal, becoming more than just a shooter.
Outside Porter. Now here's Alexander Walker. He's closely guarded. Clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. Williams grabs the board.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
And this is what the schedule looks like for the Chicago Bulls. On Tuesday, the New Orleans Pelicans come to town. And then on Wednesday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming to town.
They're looking at an almost ideal stretch of schedule. Games they can win all on home court. They'd have to really go cold to not have these next couple games go their way.
Hields checked in for Chicago. He hits the 2nd from the line. Stan, you've always been known as the style police. We're used to seeing the home team in white. But you look around the league now, there's a lot more variety.
Yeah, and that's before you even get to the neon shoes some of these guys are wearing. The NBA palette, Brian, has gotten a lot more adventurous.
Nurkic, a screen on Hart. Poole against Hart. And that one's good. Poole. Bulls leading by 21. Outside heel. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Isaac's shot is off.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Pass to Poole. Nurkic with the ball. Poole finds Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. From the arc. And the three-pointer goes.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Pass to Williams. Here's Hill. He's covered by Levine. Hard up top. Now Whitmore. This one for 3. Hauled in by the Kings. Here's Levine. Oh, he pats it down.
That is incredible. Well, that was impressive. There are only a few players in the league who can pull that off.
Outside, Williams. Back to Hill. Williams with the screen. Puts up a deep 3. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Porter with it, and it's Hill picking him up. Porter gets the bucket.
And making it look easy. Even with aggressive coverage, Porter Jr. finds a way to score.
And we'll have a timeout call by Billy Donovan. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Chicago making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. And the Kings also making a change. Mobley, he's checked in for Michael Porter. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, Billy Donovan was just reviewing the plan with his team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Hart passes to Isaac. To the paint. To win the cold spell. And Williams punches it home.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Edwards.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
And we've seen Edwards grow a lot in the past few years. He has a great understanding of how to put defenders in tough spots.
Some changes for Chicago. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Williams. Thompson comes in for Whitmore. And it's Jalen Suggs in for Hart. Ivica Zubac checked in for Sacramento. Tyrese Maxey comes in for Zach LaVine. Pass to Poole. Here's Maxey. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Jalen Suggs.
And just a very well-built guard. You know, Maxey is so hard to slow down around the rim.
Both free throws good from Maxey.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line and then talented enough to sink them.
Here's Turner. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Maxey. Rebound by the Bulls. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Coach, you look at someone like Jalen Suggs. Man, has he improved his shot.
Yeah, Brian, I think you've always loved the effort that he brings at the defensive end of the floor. But now he's a much more efficient shooter, much more decisive, and really understands his role. Well, each year, Suggs comes on a little stronger, and he has really improved his efficiency.
Maxey on the wing. He's covered by Suggs.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
Okongwu's checked in for Isaac. The Kings also with a sub. Porter Jr.'s checked in. Chicago leading by 17. Suggs finds Edwards. Turner, a screen on Poole. Edwards for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Edwards got 9 points here in the second half.
Looking to find the rhythm he had in the first half. That's now his 4th three-pointer of the game.
Here's Maxey. Great D that time from Suggs. Chicago has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Okongwu, a screen on Maxey. Here's Suggs. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. 10 of 14 from the field.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Zubac screen to the inside. Second chance shot, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Pass to Turner. Back to Suggs. Shoots over Maxey, and it's good for 2. Suggs has got 24.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Kings. And here's Poole, guarded by Edwards. Poole against Edwards. 5 to shoot. Pass to Poole. Porter from outside. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Poole against Edwards. Over Poole. Edwards, no good. The Kings have gotten 6 of 12 shots to go here in this fourth quarter. Porter, the pass to Mobley. Up top, Porter, defended by Thompson. Mobley, no good. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Maxey against Suggs. Outside Edwards. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
Well, Stan, you coach some lockdown defenses. With the way the game is officiated these days, is it getting too hard to defend?
Well, it's certainly frustrating. You've heard defenders saying everything is a foul. We might need to redefine incidental contact.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Sacramento. Levine comes in for Poole. Outside, Alexander Walker. Mobley deciding where to go with it. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
Well, he was scuffling with this shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
And here's Edwards outside. Knocks it down from distance. Edwards has got 14 points now in the second half.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Mobley against Okongwu. Outside Maxey. Over Suggs. Chicago grabs the miss.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
And he makes it on the layup. Suggs has got 7 points for the quarter.
Just putting on a show right there. Suggs showing off his creativity.
Maxey passes to Levine. Back to Maxey. Alexander Walker with it. Maxey with a screen on Thompson. Here's Alexander Walker. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. And these days, there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition. But, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
Pass to Williams. Suggs with it. Maxey covering. Maxey against Suggs. by Maxey. For Sacramento, they've gone 7 for 15 in the fourth. And Mobley throws it down.
Assisted.
Nice job there by Levine, making the extra pass and putting it on the money.
Hart passes to Williams. Up top, Suggs. We've got a minute 48 left to play in the fourth. And the layup is good off the glass.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
The three is up. Chicago with a rebound. Isaac's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Bulls.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Yeah, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And they notch another win, number 34 of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
We've come to expect big-time games from him. Just another day at the office for Jalen Suggs.
Well, we saw some exceptional passes from him tonight. His vision did a lot to elevate their offense.
Williams. Oh, and Mobley with the block. Levine against Hart. Mobley outside. Outside, Alexander Walker to the middle. Here's Maxey. Uses the glass on the layup.
Ooh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Hart against Levine. Isaac with a screen on Maxey. Here's Suggs. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Suggs has got 30 points.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And
Gotta like it 'cause the hood don't love it. Watch your young